So Peter is at Doc Ock's Power of the Sun demonstration and it obviously goes wrong. Like, when does an experiment ever work as intended in superhero movies? It always goes like the experiment begins, something goes wrong, the scientist opts to continue even though getting warning and signs he should stop. He then becomes a villain. And this be happening to the most intelligent, intellectual level Einstein characters. Like, it's getting to a point where you start to wonder, are they stupid? So the sun becomes unstable and Spider-Man shows up to pull the plugs but gets whacked into a wall. And wait a minute, aren't suns supposed to be hot? How is this normal human being standing in front of it and not getting absolutely roasted? But whatever. So anyway, Doc Ock's wife gets Final Destination. Doc Ock gets electrocuted and gets his circuit control thingy broken. Then Spider-Man finally wakes up and pulls the plug, stopping it. So after a while, we're in the hospital. The doctors are about to cut Doc Ock's mechanical arms, but the doctor then gets hit into a gymnastic performance. The female doctors then start screaming, and I don't know why I started laughing. Maybe I'm a deranged psychopath, but look at her face. This is the face you make when you see a shooting star. She is not scared. Like, this is more of a ah expression than a dealing with everyone, Doc Ock decides to rob a bank, but Spider-Man shows up, so Doc Ock starts throwing money at Spider-Man like he's a little strapper. So Spider-Man throws back a money bag and the throw was so powerful that it sent Doc Ock back crashing into a wall, damaging it. Like, Spider-Man, calm down. I know he has 4 additional arms now, but he's still a normal human. So Doc Ock gets his claws on Spider-Man, but Spider-Man sends a table so strong that it hits Doc Ock out of the building. Like, Spider-Man, please calm down. He might have 4 additional arms, but he doesn't have reinforced muscles and strength like you, bro. So Doc Ock grabs Aunt May as hostage and Spider-Man follows. Doc Ock then drops Aunt May, but Spidey pulls her up to temporary safety. So Doc Ock and Spidey fight, and look at Spidey's combo. Weave, web pull, punch. Simple until you start thinking about how a punch from Spider-Man would feel. And I know he's holding back, but this dude literally pulls Doc Ock into his punch. That's like running into a brick wall that's been thrown at you. So then Doc Ock recovers quickly. Like, those arms must be pumping him with adrenaline or something, because ain't no way he's looking for more. So the squabble continues. Spidey gives Doc Ock that right headbutt, right knee, backhand. Like, damn, Doc, are you gonna fight back? Doc Ock put all his points in grappling and endurance, because how is he still kicking after that combo? I'm telling you, man, those mechanical arms pumping Doc Ock with 100 shots of Adderall. So Doc Ock gets away, and meanwhile Mary Jane decides to marry some other dude that came to her shows like 10 times. Worse than Paul? Question mark? Actually, nobody's worse than Paul. Comic readers are suffering right now with the story of Spider-Man. Apparently, Mary Jane is Venom now. Like, what's going on, bro? And Miles is Spin. Who the hell is Spin? The haters won with this one. So anyway, Mary Jane has been kidnapped and Spider-Man comes to rescue her. We then get the coolest transition in fiction and the fight begins. Doc Ock attacks, but Spidey parries, dodge, right, left. Doc Ock is getting cooked, but it looks like he learned from his past mistakes, because he finally attacks Spidey instead of grappling. Gives Spidey a tentacle punch, but then receives 2 quick ones and goes back to grappling. Spider-Man then drops with the clock hand, then slingshots it back to Doc Ock, missing him by inches. Like, Spider-Man, please calm down. He might have 4 additional arms, but he's still a normal human. They then take their fight to the train. Peter shoots but gets pulled, but Reversal kicks Doc Ock and uses Doc Ock's chest as a platform to do his backflip. He then weaves. Hey, not gonna lie, Spider-Man might be like that for real. Actually, scratch that, he is like that. Like, look at how he gets thrown at high speeds and still manages to pull a Vitali mid-flight, and after that sticks his landing. Like, this is why Spider-Man is the best hero ever. I'm saying it now, he's better than Batman, Superman, Captain America, Captain America, what is this? Man, this is such a cool fight. Like when they start fighting on the side of the train, my nostalgic neurons activated. Just remembering when I was watching this as a kid late at night, like I was working 5 nights at Freddy's, knowing damn well I had school the next morning, and if my parents caught me, I would be cooked. So Doc Ock speeds up the train and breaks the handle so that nobody can stop it. Spider-Man tries to stop it with his legs, but that doesn't work. So he starts webbing into buildings, but the train is moving so fast that the buildings literally break out. But Spider-Man isn't done yet. As the early philosopher Enrico de Eugene said, if the webs don't work, you're probably not using enough. So Spidey uses more webs, pulling with all his might, stopping the train. He then falls in fatigue, so the people carry him into the train like the hero is. Then everybody's like, we won't tell nobody. But I call cap. You know there's at least one person that will be spreading the gospel. Talking about some, hey, you know, Spider-Man, yeah. I call him Spidey, you know, we cool like that. I know he's real like that. So anyway, Doc Ock knocks out Peter and takes him to Harry in exchange for some tritium. So Harry finds out that Peter is Spider-Man, but after a short conversation, Harry puts his hate aside so that Spider-Man can save the city. Time for the final showdown. Spider-Man goes for the cables immediately, but Doc Ock throws him out of the building. But Spider-Man recovers quickly, pulling himself back into the fight and drop kicks Doc into the wall. Spider-Man then saves Mary Jane from getting consumed by the power of the sun, but this allows Doc Ock to knock out Spider-Man. So Mary Jane tries to sneak attack Doc Ock but gets shoved away like a slight inconvenience. Like what did she think was going to happen? Doc Ock literally has the 6 eyes right now. Doc Ock then tries to stab Spidey, but Spider-Man uses the plugs as a defense and Doc Ock gets electrocuted for quite a few seconds. But I'm telling you, those tentacles pumping him with something, because he legit survived a wet electrocution. So Spidey pulls the cables, but the sun has stabilized itself. It is self-sustaining now. So after Peter pleads to Doc Ock as Peter instead of Spider-Man, the Takno Jutsu Loki works. So Doc Ock sinks the sun with himself, Peter saving Mary Jane and the city. Harry finds his father's golden loot, and Mary Jane ditches brother at their wedding date. Like, damn, what did he do to deserve this? He probably loved Mary Jane and gave her all she asked for, all she wanted, all she needed, and still he got left at the aisle. That's tough. Mary Jane is a walking red flag. It's crazy. But anyway, if you're still here, please do subscribe and like, comment. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. See ya.